many students coming to Jamaica for the first time, the transition is not an easy one. While integrating is relatively easy, the culture exchange experienced by most regional and international students has a profound impact on campus life itself. At the University of the West Indies, Mona Kingston, students from all walks of life congregate for the common purpose of reading for their degrees. Some regional and foreign students describe their cultural exchange experiences while studying in Jamaica.
I've been here for 2 years now, and at first I must say that I experienced culture shock coming here. Growing up in a very small island, I'm used to everybody being close-knit, and for instance I would say things like good morning, hello, that type of thing that I grew up with, and persons weren't very responsive, but I've learned to adjust, and I think overall it's a great experience because it's much different from what I'm used to, but I've learned how to interact with Jamaican people on a level that is comfortable for them.
Well, coming here, I really experienced some culture from back home in Somerset, Jamaican culture from Bali, and people extremely themselves, especially when this kind of the culture shock to me. It's extremely different, and people think differently, but it's really useless, I guess.
Living on campus is a unique experience also for Jamaican students who live and study with individuals from other countries.
Jamaican culture is really dominant here. So if, those other countries could actually come and have a stronger voice here on campus, then I think it could actually fulfill the job that it's supposed to.
Adaptation in a new environment isn't always easy. Students studying in Jamaica are often faced with challenges in coping with the culture shock, while others face challenges in being independent and doing everything for themselves.
In some cases, like in terms of religion, their dominance is by the Christian fraternities, whereas in Guyana we have a diversity of religions like Islam, Christianity, and Hinduism, and equal emphasis is placed on each in Guyana, and here it's sort of suppressed where Christians dominate, so it's kind of like living in isolation, sort of, where you feel your culture is suppressed.
Dr. Peter Glegg, affectionately called Daddy Jeepus, is also a resident advisor and a counselor at Taylor Hall, one of UWI's halls of residence.
The interchange between non-Jamaican and Jamaican students is the essence of the culture on the University of the West Indies Mona campus. This university, of course, consists of students from several CARICOM nations, and as of such, what happens here is a melting pot of the Caribbean culture: Guyanese, Trinidadians, Bahamians, Jamaicans, Bajans, and the impact is quite significant on the culture.
Also a former Taylorite and UWI graduate, Dr. Glegg has encountered many foreign students living on Taylor Hall while studying at UWI.
The impact is quite significant on the culture. One of the first things that comes to mind is the language on campus. Many people in Jamaica will actually tell you that there's actually a university language, and we in Jamaica have borrowed lots of words from other countries just from the UWI integration. A good example is the word lime. In Jamaica, lime is a fruit, a citrus fruit that we cut and use to make drinks. And I can tell you, I remember when I just came on campus, the first weekend I went home, I saw some friends and I told them that, yeah man, and I saw a good friend of mine and they told me, bust a lime. And they were like, you did what? You burst a lime? Why would you burst a lime? This is not a Jamaican term, and one of the things that occur with the cultural interaction is that we learn terms of other nations and we create a consolidated language, a consolidated West Indian language.
Aside from encountering the initial cultural differences, students describe their experiences as fulfilling.
It is extremely beneficial to students on campus. We get to learn a lot about their culture and their lives in general. So we can make a general conclusion of what their culture is, and we can make that based on evidence because we get to interact with them on a day-to-day basis. And in terms of practicing cultural relativity, culture of people here, they're with them to know what the culture is like. So, you know, we get a sense of tolerance in
My name is Bailey Sitaram for living and studying in Jamaica.